You get my meaning? It's happening. It's happening right here, right now. Enlightenment. Feel me. Can you feel the surge? I'm taking a deep breath because I think you're making a choice not to feel it. I'd say that's a good choice for you now if you want to be depressed. Hey, I know what it's like to be depressed and to make that choice. I've been there, done that. I'm taking a deep breath now, though, because I'm past that now. I'm here. I'm now. This be reality. Feel it. I know you don't want to feel it, but reality is the kind of thing that whether you want to or not, it's there. It's there for you to feel on demand, just like Netflix or something. IRL, IRT, in real life, in real time. This is surrealistic. The rompster, let me tell you something about the rapture. The rompster might be president of the corporate rapture. I'm just letting that sink in now. I'm taking a deep breath myself, because that kind of outrages me that the choice is the rompster versus the backboneless. You know what I mean by the backboneless, don't you? It's the Braxter. Oh, mama. Oh, mama, bama. I won't even go there, though, because that could get my pressure. I can feel my pressure coming up, and I don't want to be stroking out. My doctor told me if my pressure go up, I'll be stroking out. I don't want to be stroking out. It ain't good for you. Be stroking out. You said it feel like from your heart down your left side, it feels like the caffeine. All that caffeine, it feels like it's like shh, shh, shh. Like one of them planets shh, going around like a comet around Saturn. I'm having my Saturn return. That's a very important moment in your life. You 56-year-old. I'm 56-year-old now, today. Today's my 56th birthday. I don't care if you believe me or not. When I'm 64, Beatles gonna be singing. At my tantric, ahimsic, akashic, artistic, synesthetic, shamanistic Sangha reunion, the Beatles are going to sing at it. I got it all planned. John especially.
They're dead.
John especially. Don't be talking that shit. Don't be talking that shit. We'll be able to Photoshop the Beatles into my video. Entière, the whole of them, all four, including the fifth Beatle. Best, I think his name was. The drummer, who Ringo replaced.
How about the sixth?
Fuck the sixth.
Stuart Sutcliffe.
Stuart Sutcliffe. I remember him from the old days. Whatever happened to Stewie?
He died in 1960 something.
He did? Motherfucker. Just when we needed him.
Yep.
Oh, things that could have been. I'm thinking this is kind of a Building 7 reality. It's a kind of MLK, JER, Jedgar reality. It's a kind of JFK, Dealey Place, Texas Depository Bookstore reality. They ought to have a bookstore. Barnes & Noble ought to buy that Texas Depository and make a bookstore out of it. I mean, I'm just full of coaching ideas. If you just put up $100,000, I'll get a bookstore up there. Just write me a check today. And in my herbal administration, we're going to make the Texas Depository into a Barnes & Noble bookstore if Barnes & Noble isn't by then bankrupt, which they may well be. And at the opening, when we cut the ribbon, we're going to have Ken Lay give what do they call that? What do they call that thing you give when you cut the cord? And the inaugural speech will be Ken Lay. Because we want an honest man to be telling us what to do. We want a corporate CEO sociopath. Someone like Warren Anderson. Warren Anderson will be the guy. There are some people, fashions go in and go out. And yeah, Warren had a little problem.
But will he do the inaugural if we have to open up a bookstore in India?
Fuck him. Fuck him. I will play him myself. If he don't come, if he's too high and falutin', I'm going to get Lloyd Blankfein to come. Or Jamie Dimon. Because I know Jamie Dimon's brother, Ted. And Ted fucked Missy. Now, I am not usually one to convey gossip. All right. I was getting a little excited. Sometimes my head get cut off when I get a little excited. But that's okay. I'm all right with that. It's not perfect. It ain't perfect. But hey, it's perfect. It's exactly authentic. That's what I want. I want some autistic rendition of who I really am. In case I forget. Because here at the Buddhist, Alzheimer's, artists, home for the hospiceless, sometimes we forget. And then our non-physical staff comes to our attention. We channel Ramdas. It's like a whoa, or we channel Seth or Abe, or one of them folks, or Oversoul 7. Oversoul 7 speaks like this. And he's slow, because he's in a dimension where everything is way, way slowed down to the 7th generation. It's a kind of Coltrane, Love Supreme kind of thing. It's a kind of blue thing. It's a kind of jazzy word jazz. A rausgeworfene Wörter. Avalokiteshvara. What? What? This is Ebonics, encrypted Ebonics. And for those of you who are getting my drift, I am Snow White. Snow White in the original tale was a cross-dresser. I'm going to do a transgendered Snow White. I am Snow White with a kind of Michael Jackson feel to it. Because, as we all know in our mitochondria, we's all black. Way back. And we's all got some Neanderthal in us, and some Denisovian, like 2%, like 4%. And those interactions were like the Anglos and the Saxons, like the Europeans and the Native Americans, like pre-Columbian. It's 1491 and it's 9:10, and tomorrow is gonna be a doozy of a day. It's that kind of change we're on the cusp of with 2020 hypo hindsight. I got to say, 2020 hypo hindsight scares the shit out of me. 350.org, climate progress. I don't have to tell you nothing. You know about the Northwest Passage. And the Neo-Eocene, and the Neo-Eemian, and the Neo-Permian, us neocons, us Friedmanesque freedoms of an Ayn Randish sort of libertarian, neoliberal putz. East of Yehupetzville, in East Jerusalem, the settlers are acting like Nazis with house invasions in East Jerusalem. And we're all Semites now. We're all gotten a history of white privileged predators. The slave ships made America rich, and we, the beneficiaries, it's we who's got the perks and the amenities. Black is beautiful. White is a higher albedo, though. Albedo? Yeah, albedo, glaciers melting, Northwest Passage, open sea, albedo, 0.1. Let's take a deep